Hello, I'm Kate Stichin on InstaForex TV with the fresh Forex news. The gross domestic product of France will increase by 0.5% in the second quarter and will achieve the government's goal, which assumes the growth by 1.4% in 2010. It will be partly supported by weaker euro. Such forecast was presented by the French statistical agency INSEE on Wednesday. The advance is very important for the French economy as far as the promises of the country to reduce the budget deficit in nearest years at the same degree depend on the upturn as well as on the settlement of expenditures. France promised to decrease its budget deficit to 3% of the GDP by 2013. As it is expected in 2010, the deficit will stand at 8%. According to INSEE, the falling of the euro, which declines from November 2008, will make a contribution in the amount of 1.6 percentage point to the increase of the French export and about 0.5 percentage point to the country's GDP in 2010. The further drop of the euro, according to INSEE, can lead to the further strengthening of the second-largest economy of Eurozone. The acceleration of GDP growth rates in the second quarter also will be promoted by the dynamics of the international trade. The previous forecast of INSEE, which was presented in March, was assuming that in the second quarter of 2010 the French GDP will surge by 0.3%. In the first quarter the advance was 0.1%. However, the support from the part of the international trading can slightly weaken in the second half of the year, since INSEE expects the dynamics in the developing countries will be moderate, especially in China. The agency forecasts that the economic conditions will be tougher in the USA and Europe, as far as the measures of the austerity budgets will have effect. Nevertheless, the dynamics of the export will gradually switch to the domestic demand in the second half of the year and will influence the investments of the companies. It was Forex News provided to you by InstaForex News team. Goodbye.